Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Elizabeth and today I'm doing the countdown to Bookmas day 13. So today's video is kind of, exciting, but also a little bit of a downer. Not really. But today I'm going to be talking about all the books that are currently on my bookshelves that I want to get to in 2019. Like, definitely want to get to them next year. These are not new release, like not 2019 releases. That video is coming later. But for now, these are the books that I currently own that I want to get to next year. The first book is Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco. I read Stalking Jack the Ripper at the beginning of this year. Actually, no. I think I read Stalking Jack the Ripper at the end of 2016. So I really need to get to this one. And what is the third one? I don't even know. But I definitely want to get to this one. The next book is The Cursed Child by based on an original news story by J.K. Rowling, John Tiffany, and Jack Thorne. I'm confused. I definitely want to give this one a shot. I know that the majority of people that are like true diehard Harry Potter fans don't like this, I believe. But I definitely want to read it for myself and draw my own conclusions. And I'm actually kind of excited about it. I think that going into it with low expectations might make it better for me. The next book I have is Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart. This is I don't think it's a sequel. I'm pretty sure it's just another novel by the same author. But I read We Were Liars. I don't even know. It was forever ago I read it and I absolutely loved it. It was one of my favorite books of the year, whatever year that was. I went and got it pretty much almost right after it came out. And I never got to it. And I'm actually kind of upset by that because I want to read it. The next book I have is Made You Up by Francesca Zappia. This is by the same author that wrote Eliza and Her Monsters. I believe this is her debut, if I'm not mistaken. And Eliza and Her Monsters is one of my favorite books of all time. So I definitely want to read her debut and see if I like it just as much. And I'm really excited about this one. It sounds so intriguing. I believe this is about a girl who has schizophrenia. So I'm really excited to read this one. The next book I've had on my shelf for I don't even know how many years now. But that is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I actually have this one and the second one, which is the Mime Order. I think, yes. And I'm like wary about this one because I've heard that it's very complicated and it's hard to get into and to really fully understand what's going on. So I'm kind of nervous about that. But at the same time, it just sounds really interesting to me and I've wanted to read it for a long time. So I definitely want to try to read this book next year and see what I think about it. The next is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. I have the ones that are divided into two parts, but this is actually one book originally. So, but maybe I could just maybe I'll feel better if I just say part one. But I definitely want to get to these because I love Brandon Sanderson. He's one of my favorite authors. And I just need to continue on with his series or with his books because it's been so long since I read a Brandon Sanderson. And from what I've heard, The Way of Kings is really good. Like, a lot of people really enjoyed this one. And I definitely want to get into it because it's going to be a very long series. So we're going to be in for the long haul on these. The next is The Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan and the rest of the Heroes of Olympus. I have read all of the Percy Jackson. I read The Lost Hero. And I started this one and I think my audiobook expired because I had it from the library. So I stopped and haven't picked it back up. I've also read the first Trials of Apollo book. Absolutely adored it. I've read, Percy Jackson's Greek Gods. And this is like one of the OG series by Rick Riordan, and I haven't finished it yet, and I just need to finish it. And I think what really threw me off was that the first book didn't have Percy in it, and I was really upset, but then I fell in love with the new characters. But now we're back in Percy's point of view, and I'm struggling a little bit. But I definitely want to continue on with this series and hopefully finish it before the end of next year. And the last one that I have on my shelf that I really, really need to get to next year is The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. I have had this entire trilogy on my shelf for years, and I've tried picking it up. Look at that, I still have my bookmark. I made it to page 37. Nothing has really happened yet, but I want to read it and I want to watch the movie, but I won't let myself watch the movie until I read the book. It won't happen, I promise, and I really want to watch the movie, so I really need to read the book. And everyone seems to adore this book. I've heard pretty much nothing but fantastic things, and I just want to read it. And I don't know why I haven't yet, but this trilogy is definitely on my radar for next year. Okay, those are just some of the books on my shelf that I'm definitely prioritizing for next year. I will talk about this more in my goals for next year, but one of my goals is to clear off the books that have been on my shelf for a long time, but I'll talk about that more in my goals for next year. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I post videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, but of course you're getting a video almost every day this month, so be sure to subscribe or hit that little bell icon so you don't miss a single video. I will leave all my links and all my social media links, the schedule, all that good stuff down below for you guys, and as always, I'll talk to you next time. Bye!